everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons, who need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Cardinals going up against the Falcons. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
In its final season now as an NFL stadium, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome in downtown Atlanta. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. In motion comes the tight end left. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
Time running out here on the play clock. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And this offense on your screen, one of the guys who knows how to win football games, Larry Fitzgerald.
Plenty of athleticism, but plays the game with incredible intelligence.
Second down following the run. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Cardinals! Kearis Garrett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle. He creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They they stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
It's hauled in by Hardy. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. First carry now for Teron Ward. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that takes us from second to third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13.
Get ready. 1, 18. Sally 19. Sally 19.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And 4th down coming up.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley is a very talented outside linebacker whose #1 task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
Here we go now. Green.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Leopard! Leopard! Back down in Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On 2nd down, Palmer. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, pressure off and run the ball a little bit. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
2nd down, just 1 yard to go. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Palmer, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come out here in the eye. It's Coleman here. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Coleman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he motions the wide receiver. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, But every now and then, you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the wideout in motion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On play action, they'll throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there. Now a play fake here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dontari Poe in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Shift together here from the D-line.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Back down to that Philly, here we go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And his kick is right through. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now the rookie's free. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Leopard! Leopard! Let's go! Back down to that Philly, here we go!
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll... We'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Dan Carpenter. His career long is 60 yards, so he's got a big leg. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Trying to look. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's a first-round pick, Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And it's up and good. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Over! Here we go now. Leopard!
And he motions the wide receiver.
Watching that body!
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Over! No. Check. Patriot! Watching that body! Watching that body! No. Check. Patriot!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And the wideout in motion.
Leopard!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Detroit!
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing. Detroit! Leopard! Detroit! Back that up! Over!
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Green, 39. All right, now, look at me. Gone. Watching that body.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He's going to take another shot here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Get ready.
Well, here we go on fourth down. Palmer. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
They go play-action here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Cardinals are going to have it now, first and goal. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. Defense likely bringing pressure here. Third and goal from the 2. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
And Carpenter knocks it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Back now in Atlanta. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Now Palmer on third and long. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Marcus Golden in there to drop him. And his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Man, such a close game, a very big one. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Nice job holding him out of the end zone on 3rd down, but give a big assist to the crowd. They've been with him the entire game and have spurred them on. Here in the second half, they've really helped elevate their play.
And Carpenter knocks it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They will run again with Coleman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. Here's Ward. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cardinals, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.